Welcome students once again in this new session of programming, and today we are going to talk about on one topic, and that topic is nested loop. So what is the meaning of nested loop? uh, I think we have already discussed about the nested concept in that control structure, that was nested if, and it means that if we use uh, one or more than one if structure inside particular if structure, then that becomes nested if. So same concept is also applicable here. In this nested loop, what happens, we can use maybe only one loop or more than one loop inside particular loop. So if a loop contains one or more than one loop inside it, then that becomes nested loop. Now you may have one question that what is the reason behind it? Why do you use this nested loop? Actually, this nested loop, it makes our programming concept clear, better, and easier. And for that, we use this nested loop. In most of the cases, whenever we go for the complex programming, then we have to use nested loop to make the programming easier and understandable. Here we are going to talk about the for loop, but it does not mean that there must be a for loop. Here we can see this is the outer loop and this is the inner loop. This loop, outer loop, it contains only one loop, that is for loop inside it. But sometimes we can also use for loop inside the while loop, do while loop inside while loop, or the for loop inside the do while loop. Here is the structure of inner loop and here is the structure of outer loop. So two conditions must be true to execute this part, and one condition must be true to execute this code. Here is the flow chart. According to syntax, if the condition is true, then the next condition is tested with this initialization. If it is true, then the statement is executed and it goes on updating the value. If the condition is false, it changes the outer value. So it's very simple, and we'll see some complex programs using this nested loop. Let's take example of nested loop. Let's put comment here. Let's use two variables. Right now we are going to use for loop to make you more clear. Let's take initial value 1. Let's take the condition 2 and increase the value by 1. Let's take another loop for j equals to 1 less than equals to 2 j plus plus. Printf. Let's print hello nested loop. Let's put here printf /n gets tuple output. Okay. Let's save it first. Let's say I'm using extension C. Let's run the program, then we'll understand in detail. So in this program we can see the 4 times nested loop is printed. Now how does this program work to print the nested loop 4 times? To understand that, let's understand in detail with the help of output as well as the code. This outer loop, it is running 2 times. We can say 1 to 2 means 1 and 2 times, and this outer loop, it is for the row. It is for row means 2 rows will be there, as you can see, first row and second row, and this, it is for column, means it will also create 2 columns. We have taken values 1 and 2, so it will create 2 columns. We can see here first column is here and second column is here, so 2 columns are here. Now actually when we execute this program, how this program will give us output? To understand that, let's do one thing here. First, let's break down the inner loop. So this is inner loop. So this inner loop, it is running 2 times. So it will print a nested loop 2 times. Yes, it will print nested loop 2 times. So 2 times we get here nested loop and nested loop. This part is here nested loop and again nested loop. So we get 2 times, finished. And after printing what happens, we can see here this is the first row. When we get 2 times, it is first row. And after the what happens, this printf slash n, it takes us in new line. That is, new line means new row. We can see here this is new row, and that new row is created by this outer loop. So second row we got here. In second row what happens, again this loop, it runs 2 times, and when it runs 2 times, again we'll get the 2 times nested loop. So again the nested loop and nested loop, so altogether we'll get the 4 times nested loop. In this way nested loop works. Now you may have one question in mind, that what would happen if we don't put printf, this one. So let's see, if we don't put this printf here, then there will not be this next line. It will be printed in the same line as this is. So let's run the program. Let's see here. So we can see nested loop, all the nested loops, they are printed in same line, but in previous output actually they were printed in 2 lines. We can say in 2 rows. So putting printf means take the output in next line or print the output in next row. So that is the meaning of this printf. And in reality what happens, this outer loop, it repeats the output of inner loop. So what actually we are getting output in this inner loop, that is repeated by the outer loop in different row. So this is called nested loop concept. I hope you understood. If you have any confusion, then just let me know. Let's see one another program. 5, 2. Suppose we want to print yes, 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 times 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, how to print this one? We can say here there are 3 rows. So obviously what you have to do there, run the loop, outer loop 3 times. Am I right? So there are 3 rows we can say here. Yes. So run the loop, outer loop 3 times. So it's very simple. Now how many columns are there? So first column, second, third, and fourth. So inner loop, how many times we have to run there? 4 times. So change this into 4 times. And what you have to print? 1. So just put it here. 1. So we finish the program. Let's run it now. So we can see we got same output as we have taken here. So did you understand about this one? I hope you understood this one. Let's take another example of this one. Suppose we don't have this one, we need this one. This one. Okay. Let's take 5 times here. 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 times. First we have to print 5 times 1, then 4 times, then 3 times, then 2 times, then 1 time. Now let's see how many rows are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So outer loop we have to use 5 times. So it's 5 times here because it is for row. So we have to, since the number of row is 5, so we have to put it here 5. How many columns are there? It is not same in all the rows. First it is 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. It means the number of column it is in decreasing order. So first it needs to be 5. Am I right? Yes. First it needs to be 5, then 4, then 2, means it is decreasing. So to decrease the value, what we can do there, we can assign new value. Let's take new value, that is k equals to 5. Now let's put the k here. So first it takes the value 5, 5 comes here. So this loop it will run 5 times and it will print the 1 5 times. Finished. It will take to the next line, that's next row. In next row what happens, we have to print the 1 only 4 times, means the value of k which was 5, now it has to be 4. So what you have to do there, just after this printf, put k equals to k minus 1. So next time what happens, the value of k it becomes 4. That 4 comes here, it will print the 1 4 times. Next time again it becomes 3, it will print the 1 3 times, and so on. Let's run the program. So look at the output. So they are same as we have taken here. So this is how the concept is generated, and this is how we write the program. I hope you understood this one too. If you have any questions, doubts, let me know by putting your comments or the questions in the comment box. Thank you, take care, and if you like the video, just hit the like button, share it, and subscribe it.